Right now on Apple Valley News Now at 4, an early morning house fire in Kennewick has firefighters battling the blaze in single-digit temperatures. What fire officials are urging you to do right now in your homes. Despite the cold, several groups were out marching and doing a day of service in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. We take a look at a few of those gatherings across the region. And with snow now in the forecast for this week, area service organizations are in the need of help to help the homeless. What you can do to contribute. And Stacey Lee is going to break down the weather for you so you can plan for that snow, who's going to get it, and how much.
This is Apple Valley News Now, Special Edition, on your side.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on our special edition. I'm Riley Fitzgerald. We're on early due to Monday Night Football. We've been dealing with single-digit temperatures the last few days, and now we've got some snow on the way throughout the region. Stacey Lee has the details with your first alert weather forecast.
Good Monday evening. Well, another chilly night ahead with temperatures in the single digits. We have winter storm watches through the region. Look for local lowland snow Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll tell you how much we're going to get. And we slowly warm up as we go towards the end of the week. Tracking that cold weather, it's still continuing to drop down all the way down into the southern states. Houston area, they're expecting snow in parts of Alabama where they typically don't see snow. We've got winter storm watches beginning 4 p.m. tomorrow through 10 a.m. on Thursday. We could see 8 to 21 inches of Cascade Mountain snow. In the blues, we're looking at 8 to 18 inches in those breezy and gusty winds. So blizzard type conditions once again headed to the area. It's going to be a chilly night tonight with those single digit temperatures all through the area. Bundle up. We're at 0 tonight in Pendleton, 6 Tri-Cities, 4 in Yakima, 2 in Prosser, and a balmy 5 in Dayton tonight. So be safe, be warm. I'll get to all the details coming up in your first alert full weather forecast. Back to you.
Thank you, Stacey. Due to the extreme weather temperatures, City of Yakima Mayor Patricia Byers has issued an emergency declaration and partnered with Red Cross and the Homeless Network of Yakima County to open an emergency shelter at St. Michael's Church downtown. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us while the community is stepping up to help people in need, they need your help too.
I spoke with Camp Hope Director Mike Kay, who says they're filling up quickly with about 231 people currently staying at the shelter. And at least a few of those people, he says, have come in so sick out of the cold that they've had to be taken to the hospital. They've stepped up outreach and increased the number of staff to make sure they're available 24/7 to reach people out in the cold who may have nowhere to go. They've partnered with the Yakima Health District to provide people who don't want to go to a shelter with at least a tent to protect them from the elements. But Kay says one of their biggest needs right now is blankets, sleeping bags, and warm socks, which you can drop off at Camp Hope anytime, day or night. But even if you can't donate, there is something else you can do.
They should call us, right? We have no problem going out and talking to them. Sometimes they want to go, sometimes they don't. And that's the only thing we want the public to know. But we want to make that effort and make sure people know what options are available. Coming
up after the game, we'll have more options for those people who want to get out of the cold in Yakima County and more ways that you can help. Reporting from the Yakima newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Homelessness is a growing problem across the United States, including in Washington. Overall, as rent costs rose and COVID-19 assistance money ran out, officials said the number of people experiencing homelessness rose 12% between 2022 and 2023. And we're about to get another look at how those numbers are changing. The point-in-time count is coming up January 25th. Officials and volunteers spend one day every year counting the number of people experiencing homelessness in their communities. It's not a perfect system by any stretch, but Benton County's Department of Human Services manager Kyle Sullivan says it gives officials a number to work with.
It's a starting point, and it allows us to have a number that assists with helping to determine funding for the community. It helps find what strategies are working and are there additional things that we need to implement to help address the issue.
The county relies on volunteers to help with the annual count, and there is some training to go through before January 25th. You can check our website for more information and a contact to help you sign up. Sullivan says if you're struggling to keep up with rent payments, don't wait until the problem gets out of hand. Start by talking to your landlord. Then, if you still need help, you can reach out to the Housing Resource Center. Kennewick firefighters were out early this morning fighting a house fire in single-digit temperatures. It happened just after 1 a.m. at the Klamath Corp mobile home on West Klamath Avenue. When firefighters got to the scene, they could see smoke coming from the eaves of a mobile home. 2 adults and a toddler were inside the mobile home at the time of the fire, and they were able to get out safely. According to officials, a clothes dryer was the cause of the fire. The Kennewick Police Department Foundation and the American Red Cross were able to help the family with immediate needs. According to the Kennewick Police Department, this fire was the 3rd house fire the department responded to in as many days that did not have working smoke alarms in the home. The department urges everyone to check their smoke alarms to make sure they are working, and if you don't have them, get them. According to the National Fire Protection Association, the risk of dying in a house fire is cut in half when homes have working smoke alarms. A 35-year-old man suspected of burglarizing a Selah home was shot and killed by police in a garage on Sunday. Yakima County Sheriff's deputies were called out to a reported burglary in the 1100 block of Ames Road in Selah. When they arrived, they say a man got into a vehicle, left the scene, then ditched the vehicle and ran from the area. Washington State Patrol troopers and Selah and Yakima police officers came to help search for the man and found him in a nearby garage in the 200 block of Johnson Road.
There was a confrontation between the officers and the suspect who was inside of the garage, and that's when one Selah police officer discharged his firearm.
The man died at the scene. The Selah police chief says they're doing an administrative investigation to ensure department procedures were followed, but the Yakima Valley Special Investigations Unit has taken over the criminal investigation. The names of the officer and the man who was killed have not yet been released. Continuing coverage now on a story you've only seen on Apple Valley News Now. The city of Prosser has responded after placing its police chief on administrative leave due to a no confidence vote from the union. Prosser Mayor Gary Vager says Chief Jay King was placed on leave on Thursday, January 11th, and will remain there until the third-party investigation is done. On January 5th, our sources sent us a letter from the Teamsters Local Union 839 telling us about the no confidence vote that was taken on December 14th against Chief King. On January 8th, officers with the department and the Teamsters talked with us about why the vote had taken place. The investigation into the department and King's practices is expected to take several weeks, according to Mayor Vagar. Due to this, hiring for deputy chief position has been put on hold, and the review process for the department will wait until the investigation is over. You can get up to speed on this story at applevalleyNewsNow.com. Tomorrow, state lawmakers will hold their first hearing of this session on a proposal that would require you to get a permit before you can buy a gun. Oregon voters approved a similar law in 2022, but it's been tied up in court. Advocates say this is just a way for states to keep guns out of the hands of potentially dangerous people. Opponents say you should not be required to get a permit in order to exercise your constitutional right to bear arms. The public hearing in the House Committee on Civil Rights and Judiciary is coming up Tuesday at 10:30 a.m., and you can testify virtually or submit written testimony for lawmakers to consider. The Oregon Supreme Court is declining to challenge former President Trump's eligibility to remain on the state's primary ballot. Oregon Secretary of State says she doesn't have the authority under Oregon law to consider Trump's qualifications as president, and that his name will appear on the primary ballot unless the court tells her otherwise. The ballots must be finalized by March 21st. Tomorrow, Washington State will hear arguments on this matter in Kitsap County Superior Court. We'll keep you updated on that decision. After months of campaigning, today is the day voters finally have their say. All eyes will be on Iowa, as reporter Julia Benbrook says the Republican presidential hopefuls hope their supporters brave the elements to get out and vote.
Former President Donald Trump is in the driver's seat heading into caucus night, but he's still urging his supporters to show up in hopes of meeting or exceeding expectations.
USA! You can't sit home. If you're sick as a dog, you say, darling, I gotta make it. Even if you vote and then pass away, it's worth it, remember?
Trump maintains a commanding lead in the Hawkeye state, polling at 48% in this weekend's Des Moines Register poll.
Let's see if we can get to 50%.
Meanwhile, former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley and Florida Governor Ron DeSantis battle it out to see who can emerge as the leading alternative to Trump. Haley has been on an upward trajectory, both in Iowa and in New Hampshire, where voters head to the polls next week.
What I am going to say is the momentum and the energy on the ground is strong. We feel it. We know that this is moving in the right direction.
Despite going all in on Iowa, visiting all 99 counties, and receiving a rare endorsement from the state's governor, DeSantis sunk to third in that recent Iowa poll. The Florida governor is brushing off those numbers and expressing confidence in his base.
There's only two possible nominees, Donald Trump or Governor DeSantis. We're the only ones that have strong support amongst bedrock Republican conservative voters.
Reporting in Des Moines, I'm Julia Benbrook.
The largest Iowa victory to date in a Republican contest without an incumbent president belongs to George W. Bush, who claimed 41% of the vote in 2000. If tonight's results come close to the most recent polling that predicts Trump will claim 48% of the vote, Trump would also claim that record. The Richland School District announced to parents through an email that it is considering to extend the 2024-2025 school year, which means classes will be 2 weeks longer and summer will be 2 weeks shorter. Parents with students in the district are invited to speak on this during a Zoom meeting this week. For more information on how to join the meeting, head to applevalleynewsnow.com. Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and service organizations throughout the region used it as a day to serve others. Coming up next, we take a look at a few of those service projects, what they're doing to help others in the community. And Stacey Lee has your full weather forecast when we come back.
One of the reasons I have not skydoved, I'm afraid of the flapping skin.
Next live, Britt Marling and Jason Priestley.
Tomorrow at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Need a new best friend? Then check out Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, where each Wednesday you'll meet lovable pets from shelters that are looking for their forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Sorry, everyone. I ran out of space and time.
Why are we even doing this?
Try, Joe. Try.
Do you experience persistent hand pain, numbness, or discomfort? Prosser Memorial Health board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel specializes in advanced procedures including endoscopic carpal tunnel release and trigger finger release. Relieve hand discomfort with expert care and call Prosser Orthopedic Center today at 509-786-5599 to schedule an appointment. This is how we care.
Start the new year off right with a new truck and get the best from Spec Buick GMC. Like best-in-class towing of up to 22,000 pounds in the Sierra 2500. The most trailer assistant technologies in the Sierra 1500. The most advanced luxury in its class in a new Denali. Best selection with over 100 new trucks to choose from. We are your local GMC dealer. Visit us today in Pasco. Spec Buick GMC, a family automotive tradition since 1912.
The average cost of hearing aids is nearly $5,000, but now you can buy a full pair of rechargeable, wireless, nearly invisible, easy to use, and comfortable hearing devices for only $99, but only from Audient.
It's easy to use.
They're small.
A pair of $99 Audient Atoms can be sold over the phone without having to see a doctor or audiologist. Call to order.
1-800-617-3809. Tonight, NFL Super Wildcard Weekend wraps up as Philadelphia battles Tampa Bay live from Tampa. The Eagles and the Buccaneers. Then stay tuned for Apple Valley News Now Prime Time. Tonight, starting at 4:30 on Apple Valley News Now. A winter flight over a beautiful park. Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Welcome back, everyone. For Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority organization is hosting a day of service. They call this one Warm Their Souls, SOLES, because their goal is to collect 1,500 pairs of socks for people in need. The collection at Columbia Center Mall last year raised close to their 1,500 goal. Vice President Leah Mays says there is a special reason why they chose socks as a donation item.
It's a very special day for us. Our motto is service to all mankind, so what better way to show that service than to do for others and give back. Socks are the least donated but the most needed item, and that's why we chose socks.
All donations will be going to the Tri-City Union Gospel Mission. Alpha Kappa Alpha will also be collecting socks at Columbia Basin College during this evening's bell-ringing ceremony, where they present this year's Spirit Award. We'll have more on that ceremony in our 8 o'clock broadcast after football. And AmeriCorps, along with Serve Tri-Cities, bring members to the Luther Senior Center in Richland to not only serve but bring joy to seniors. The group spent time with the seniors doing games, crafts, and sharing snacks. Program Director of Serve Tri-Cities, Diane Trujillo, says that volunteer service is a powerful tool that builds strong communities. Martin Luther King Jr. Day is the only national holiday also designated as a National Day of Service.
So it's really important that we go out and serve our community. We did choose the Lutheran Community Center today, and we're just out here having a fun time and hanging out with the residents and, getting to know them.
AmeriCorps has been doing these kind of projects across the nation on this day for the last 25 years. In the Yakima Valley, people are also honoring the life and legacy of Dr. King. Dozens of people showed up to march down Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard despite the freezing temperatures, ending up at the Yakima Convention Center, where local faith leader Reverend Robert Timble gave the keynote speech. The celebration followed a week of events and service opportunities, including the Yakima School District's annual Lee Paget food drive.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And let's take a look at what's going on. Tracking the cold, that cold air continues to slide down from Canada into our region. In fact, traveling all the way to the southern states, Houston, Alabama, Louisiana. They're expecting some snow showers there. Very unusual weather for the southern states. Now add to the cold weather the storm track. We've got another system getting ready to move in on Tuesday afternoon. First on the west side, where we'll see the rain and snow and possible ice mixed in with all of that mess like they had in Portland over the weekend. That will continue to travel to the east. Now here's what we got as far as our winter storm watches go. 8 to 21 inches possible over the Cascade Mountains. Difficult to impossible travel at times. 8 to 18 inches of snow with gusty winds across the Blue Mountains as well, with difficult to impossible travel. You're going to want to keep a close eye on those past reports. Let's take a look at Futurecast and see when we're going to get all of that activity. Moving through tonight, mostly clear but cold. As we get into Thursday afternoon, that's when we'll start to see those snow showers down across the Dalles. Could be an ice storm down the I-84 corridor. You'll see snow on the Washington side, mixed precip, and that will come on into the Hermiston area. It'll eventually transition to all snow by 6 o'clock as those temperatures drop. But look at this big band of rain mix. So that's going to make slick highways. We could see up to a tenth of an inch of accumulation of ice. The rest of the area will continue to see those snow showers anywhere from 1 to 2 inches or so for most of the lower elevations, with a dusting along the foothills of the Blues. Active weather continues into Wednesday. Rain mixed with snow here, more widespread snow across the Cascades all the way to the north, and we'll continue to see snow falling in the Blue Mountains. So pretty active weather for the next couple of days. Here's what we're looking like for snow accumulation by Tuesday night, up to 2 inches for the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities. Like I said, a dusting here in the foothills. We could see 2 inches or so in Yakima, Toppenish, Ellensburg, and a little bit more snow up towards the Cle Elum area. As we get into Wednesday, look at that. Those snow totals really jump when you get up into the Kittitas Valley and Ellensburg. So it is very active weather the next couple of days with a potential pretty good amount of snow. Add to that some strong gusty winds. We could be at advisory levels beginning Wednesday morning. You'll see those winds picking up along the foothills of the Blues, moving into the Columbia Basin. Very windy day. day. Dayton, it's going to stay breezy to windy through Wednesday night. Bitterly cold for us tonight. Temperatures down to 0 and the single digits all through the area. Throw in a tiny bit of wind and those wind chill factors go well below 0. 6 tonight, Tri-Cities, 5 Dayton, 4 in Yakima, 2 in Toppenish, again 0 in Pendleton, so very, very cold. Let's plan your day tomorrow. Out the door, very chilly for the kids at the bus stop. Again, we want to be very mindful of these very cold temperatures. We'll see increasing clouds around lunchtime through the area, and then by the time we roll into the early evening, we'll start to see that snow or rain mixed with snow throughout the area. So get prepared. We're going to have a wild day Tuesday night right around commute time home. And Wednesday morning, we could see some delays in schools and workplaces as well. So be safe out there. I'll get to your planning forecast coming up here in just a few minutes. Back to you.
Straight ahead on Apple Valley News Now. The Washington Attorney General is suing in an effort to stop the merger between 2 grocery store chains. Why AG Bob Ferguson says allowing the merger to happen will limit the competition in the state of Washington. We'll be right back.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
The 4-day holiday clearance is on now at Walker's.
Take advantage of special pricing on quality furniture throughout the store. Or say yes to no interest, no minimum purchase, and no money down financing.
Today through Monday at Walker's.
To reduce your risk of cervical cancer, ask your doctor about the HPV vaccine and have regular Pap tests. There's more information on how to avoid cervical cancer at AppleValleyNewsNow.com.
Becky Morris at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. Visit prosserhealth.org.
Did you know Ustria Health has 3 full-time board-certified orthopedic surgeons? Pain in your hands, knees, hips, or shoulders can reduce your quality of life. Orthopedic doctors repair bone, joint, ligament, and tendon injuries, which can relieve debilitating pain. Our surgeons treat tendonitis and carpal tunnel, repair broken bones and fractures, and replace painful, worn-out joints, putting you back in motion. Ustria Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
In the heart of Tri-Cities wine country, you'll find the Goose Ridge Richland Tasting Room. Located in the center of our vineyards is an opportunity to enjoy life through wines, hard ciders, Monson Ranch spirits, light bites, and live music at Goose Ridge. More than you'd expect, more than just a winery.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brooks Night Guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to brooksnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to brooksnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's brooksnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
It's a quiet place along the Spokane River.
It's really peaceful. I like it, and there's not a ton of people out here.
And during the winter, it gets even more beautiful.
I like how the snow on rock, but it looks pretty.
Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6, Tuesday.
The 4-day holiday clearance is on now at Walker's.
Save big on Beautyrest Black and Serta iComfort mattress sets. Or say yes to no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest financing.
Today through Monday at Walker's.
Welcome back. Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson has filed a lawsuit in an effort to stop the merger between Albertsons and Kroger. Ferguson says the $25 billion deal would severely limit competition for grocery prices in the state of Washington. Kroger owns Fred Meyer and QFC, while Albertsons owns Safeway and Hagen. Kroger officials say the merger will actually help lower prices in the state. Stacey Lee is back with a last look at your weather next.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
A successful real estate transaction requires a team of professionals. At Windermere, our team consists of experienced realtors to guide you through the process. With Windermere on your side and confidence in your real estate journey.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade. The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park.
Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe, really?
Steak, really?
Do you experience persistent hand pain, numbness, or discomfort? Prosser Memorial Health board-certified orthopedic surgeon Dr. Sam Strebel specializes in advanced procedures including endoscopic carpal tunnel release and trigger finger release. Relieve hand discomfort with expert care and call Prosser Orthopedic Center today at 509-786-5599 to schedule an appointment. This is how we care.
It's Walker's Furniture's 4-day holiday sale. Now's the best time to save on the largest selection of mattresses like Serta iComfort Eco and Beauty Rest Black Hybrid. Or say yes to no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest financing for 5 years.
So you can get the mattress you've always wanted for less and sleep better in 2024. Today through this Monday at Walker's.
That went fast. Okay, now what do we say?
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em.
Cook, flip, enjoy what?
Ajinomoto authentic Japanese geysers.
Gyoza.
Cook 'em, flip 'em, enjoy 'em. New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza. Crispy, juicy, on your table in minutes.
And what do we call them? That'll do.
New Ajinomoto authentic Japanese style gyoza exclusively at Costco.
Alien tape is strong enough to hold this fishbowl on a moving car. Just peel and stick and make anything stay in place quick. A wooden shelf, a basket to glass, rugs to the floor, and so much more. Alien tape sticks to brick, pavers, marble, tile, plastic, even leather. Nothing works better. Alien tape secures in seconds, then twist, pull, and rinse to reuse. You're dying to try it. Here's your chance to buy it.
Call 1-800-284-4157 or go to tryalientape.com. That's 1-800-284-4157.
Before you head for the slopes, catch the Northwest Ski Forecast on Apple Valley News Now. The Northwest Ski Forecast on Apple Valley News Now. Sponsored by Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho.
When will we be seeing when will we be seeing snow in our forecast, and how long will the deep freeze last? Stacy has our last look at weather.
And one final look at our weather. We have alert days in place, not only for the cold, but then we transition into the snowy weather. Again, enjoy the day that we've had today. It was not bad. We're going to see the overcast conditions and snow and rain mix with snow kicking in later in the day. Here's what it looks like Wednesday, Thursday. We do start to warm up to more normal or even above average temperatures, with those overnight lows getting up above the freezing level by the end of the weekend. Looking at the Tri-Cities, we'll have the overcast day. Look for snow showers and rain mix with snow sometime in the early afternoon. And then on Wednesday, get ready for strong gusty winds, mixed precip possible all the way through the weekend. Again, the takeaway here is be safe, be warm, and get ready for winter driving conditions over the next several days in the lower elevations. So time to dust off that snow shovel. You're going to be needing it here coming up. Thanks for watching, and back to you.
Thank you, Stacy. The NFL Super Wild Card game is next. The game is between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight after the game, and you can always find the latest at any time on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.